Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today, it's locally grown poinsettias from Chuck's Greenhouse. And I prepare Eggs Benedict with Mary Williams. But first, it's Christmas Tree Central with the Perdula family. If you're looking for a great family experience when you get your Christmas tree, you should come out to Pioneer Trails Christmas Tree Farm. Mary Jan Perdula is the owner, and you can go back, cut your own. This is really nice. Buggies, horse-drawn carriages. I mean, you're really making this a nice Christmas experience.
That's right. We have Pioneer Trails Tree Farm is a 50-acre Christmas tree farm, and we've been selling trees since 1990, and it's gotten progressively bigger every year. But we do offer the horse-drawn wagon rides for 3 weekends in December.
I can't wait to do that. We've got Clydesdales out here. And now, what exactly do you grow on the farm yourself?
Well, we have 8 different varieties. So we basically cover your pines, Scotch pine, Austrian pine, fir. We have the Douglas fir, the Fraser fir, and then the Canadian fir is really popular.
Yes.
And then we have traditional blue spruce, Norway spruce, and white spruce.
Wow, I mean, you are busy. And I think it's such an interesting backstory. We were talking earlier, your husband, his family had tree farms, and so did yours.
Well, it was my father started a tree farm back in the 1950s in Ashtabula County, and Frank's family had the property here in Poland, Ohio. He raised potatoes at one time, so it was kind of mirroring that he had the acreage with the land, and I had the expertise on the Christmas trees. And as I shared with you, we actually planted trees in the spring of 1983, and then we got married in August.
Yeah, because, it's your husband's holiday.
But we have trees here up to 12 foot tall, and then when the people go out to choose it, it's one price, any tree. You can cut a 5-footer, you can cut a 12-footer, and it doesn't matter what variety it is.
Adam Farley is a longtime worker here, and I really don't want that true tree experience. Will you cut down the tree for me?
I will, yes.
I'm a girl about this. So Adam, I love this one. This is a Canadian fir. Look at it, it's nice and tall, and this will be perfect. It won't get too fat in my house. So show me your expertise. What is the first thing I need to do?
Well, we have these carpet squares.
Okay.
Gotta go down on them, and then we provide you saws.
Alrighty. You need my help, I'm sure you do. Okay. Wow. Now, how tall do you think this one is? About an 8-footer?
Probably 7-8 foot, yeah.
Perfect. And it smells amazing. Amazing. Okay, Bill, get out of my way. I'm coming through. I tell you, Ken's getting off easy this year. All right, now we're gonna get it shaken up, and then they twine it for me. What's that called, Adam?
Shaking.
Shaking and then
And
baling. Now the entire Perdula family, who's running the show now that we're all going off on a horse-drawn carriage ride?
We got it under control.
I mean, I don't know.
we got a lot of great workers.
Yeah.
Danny Hunt.
I told everybody to go crazy while we were out in the woods. So do you like working, in the family biz?
It's great. I love it.
Okay, Charles is at the farm full time.
Oh, you are? You're a full-time farmer?
Yes.
And what do you do, Amy?
I'm a tax accountant.
Are you?
Yes.
Ooh, one of them.
That's why I'm in charge of the money.
Oh, okay. And what about you, Matthew?
I work in Columbus, insurance. It's a big insurance town, so.
And then you just come up on the weekends?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
help out when I can.
Yeah, we're both in Columbus, so we drive together.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They're a tremendous help. I couldn't do it without them. Matt is the customer service. He greets the people when they come to the gate, explains the whole operation. Amy, as she said, she helps with the cashiers.
The financial end, yeah.
And Charles here all year round is taking care of the trees, mowing them, shearing them, pruning them up. Getting ready for this big weekend.
Stacy and Dawn Cannon, and you're from Western Pennsylvania?
Yes, Hermitage, PA.
Hermitage, and they breed and raise the Clydesdales. They're amazing, amazing animals. How many do you have right now?
10, plus these 3, so 13.
And then have any of your horses ever been used in like the Budweiser commercials or anything?
No, sorry, no.
So when you show them, what are they looking for? Like what makes a good breed of Clydesdale?
They're looking at conformation, size of the foot, hock action, front leg action, knee action, flat kneed.
And your souvenir when you buy a tree out here at Pioneer Trails, you get the wooden dollar,
That's
not the
right.
wooden nickel. So this year, now tell me about this.
Well, we started this in 1990, the first year we opened, and every year we put a different historical event on a wooden dollar. So this year we're commemorating the 150th anniversary of the Salvation Army, and everybody who purchases a tree gets a wooden dollar. So some people take it home and they use it as an ornament,
Yeah.
and then other people bring it back the following year, and you can get $1 off your tree if you redeem it the following year at your tree purchase.
Oh, that is a good idea. That is really nice. See? Savings too. Now, your open daylight hours, what is your weekday hours?
Weekdays, it's 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. And it gets kind of dark there around 5, so we tell people you need to get here at least
Yeah.
by 5 if you want to cut a tree through the week. And then weekends, it's 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. And then, like I said, we said the horses are here for 3 weekends, and daily, the days they're here, it's 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And then what day are we, what day is the family taking some time off? When is the Padula family gonna close down and enjoy the Christmas holiday?
We stay open till December 22nd.
All righty.
All
Well,
right.
this has been a really good time. And this is a nice family activity we can all enjoy. Donuts, hot cocoa. I'm going to go get some right now. And thank you, Mary Jan.
All right, thank
I
you.
appreciate the invitation.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll be right back with more local flavor. Well, this is for you, Phil. Happy anniversary.
Cheers.
4 years at the tree. So what have we learned?
It's been a great journey. What we have learned is that people want to come to celebrate here at Magic Tree. We have these beautiful signs for every occasion, and for my wife and I over the last 4 years, to be able to do what we've done for the community with fundraisers has been very dear to our heart.
And what do you see coming up in the future?
Well, we have a huge building. We have incredibly good craft beer, incredibly good food we make from scratch, and our wine on tap. We have something for everybody here at Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. I want everyone to come down and let us create a memory for them.
That's right. And I love that they have the trays to go. Party, pick it up, take it to the office, take it at home, and you can party at the tree no matter
That's
where
right.
you are. Congratulations. Good
Cheers.
job.
Part of growing up in Youngstown is growing up with Rowley Brothers Markets. Even friends who have moved out of town come to shop and say hi when they're home for a visit.
And my family has always shopped at Rowley's, and today they are still my favorite grocery store. My recipes depend on the best ingredients, and that's why I get them at Rowley's, where you'll always find the freshest food at the best prices.
Rowley Brothers is a proud sponsor of the KC Malone Show. The quality that customers have come to expect is true local flavor.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
Every year, at the same time, the air gets a little colder, the faces get a little warmer, and family gets a little closer. Everything seems to slow down, and what matters most is suddenly much easier to see. Pioneer Trails Tree Farm, providing farm fresh Christmas trees for over 30 years. Continue your family tradition at Pioneer Trails Tree Farm.
4 for $5 till 6. Happy hour at Sadie's Place inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austin Town.
'Tis the season of Christmas. Santa knows where to shop. Kamara Jewelers is his favorite stop.
They have gifts for all, from the young to the old. The elves wrap gifts of pearls, diamonds, and gold.
The Kamara family keeps Christmas real, and Santa loves getting the best deal. Kamara Jewelers treats everyone right.
Merry Christmas to you and to all a good night.
Get real, get Kamara. Ho, 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 ho.
Well, I've got a really special cooking segment for you today. I have a guest in the kitchen, Mary Williams, and I donated a cooking segment to the Freedom Warriors, and they have a big golf event out at Squaw Creek, and all the money benefits our local veterans. And Mary was a successful bidder, and thank you for supporting our local vets.
I couldn't think of a better way to support them and to get to do something as much fun as this.
I know, local flavor, local vets, we're all keeping it local.
That's good.
And she has got an excellent breakfast recipe, Eggs Benedict.
Correct.
Can't enjoy that every day. This is a rich dish.
It's very rich and very special.
So where did you get this recipe?
I've looked at different recipes and came up with my own concoction. This is something that my kids have grown up loving. In our home, it was always a holiday when we had Eggs Benedict and a way to celebrate it.
But I think, we should really start with the cocktail. I love that you had a signature cocktail, a girl after my own heart. And this is a poinsettia.
This is a poinsettia. I found this by accident a couple years ago, and it's perfect for the Christmas season. It just involves putting some cranberries for decor, some champagne, cranberry juice, and some Cointreau. And it just, it's not a holiday without a little champagne to start the kickoff of the day.
We're going to make a little merry with Mary. So, well, let's make this. We'll have a toast, and then we'll do the drudgery of cooking.
That sounds like
a good idea.
And that's how we get through the cooking.
That's right.
And good luck with the cleanup.
Okay. Bill, you're in charge of cleanup. So that looks like about halfway up.
A little bit more.
Oh, a little bit more. Okay, Mama.
We got to enjoy the cooking.
There we go. And these are going to come out beautifully, I guarantee it.
Sorry.
All right, good job.
Okay.
And now our beautiful cranberry. Oh, that is festive looking. The way they pop around.
Little cranberry juice.
Bit of cranberry juice. All right, and this is such a pretty color. Very nice. Very nice. And then we do a little floater of the Cointreau.
The Cointreau, yes.
Okay.
Which is orange flavored liqueur. It just gives it just a nice little kick to it. Kind of boundarizes the cranberry juice.
Okay. Wow. It's beautiful.
It is. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Salute. And welcome to my kitchen. We'll get cooking.
For our hollandaise sauce, there are some ingredients you're going to need to have. 4 egg yolks, 1/8 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 cup melted butter, 3½ tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're also going to need 8 eggs that we will be poaching with 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Then on your toasted egg muffins, which are going to be 4 English muffins that are split, you will also need some chipped Virginia ham topped on each one, and also shredded cheese that you're going to sprinkle on top.
We've got the double boiler. Water is not touching the bottom, but it is pretty warm. Well, I guess it kind of is touching it. Should I empty it a little bit more?
It's good.
And then you're going to start assembling.
Right. What we're going to do is this is what we're going to put in our egg yolks. We're going to put those in there, our lemon juice, and some Worcestershire sauce. And then we're going to whisk this all together until it's blended nice and smooth. Now we're also going to slowly put in our melted butter. And just do it nice and slow. Keep whisking it so it mixes up really, really good like this. Now another key part to this, you just have to keep whisking it, keep going on it until it thickens up real nice. If for some reason the eggs start to get a little thick too much and curdle, all you really have to do is add about a teaspoon of hot water and it should thin it out again so that you still have a nice dish to this. And I have to tell you, when you do this right, it is so good. As my son did on Thanksgiving morning, literally just licking the plate. It was that good. We're going to also add our salt. And we're just going to keep whisking this away. And you'll notice as it starts to thicken up that it's good and ready to come off the flame. Okay, now the next step is to poach our eggs. I don't know how many of you have poached eggs before. It was a learning experience for me because you want it to have a nice soft center. So all you're going to do is put some water in the bottom of a skillet like this and let it come to a nice boil. And then as you saw, I added some vinegar. The vinegar actually keeps the eggs from falling to the bottom and helps them stay afloat. And that's real important because you don't want them to burn on the bottom. So we're just going to gently crack our eggs. I like to put the lid back on because I like my tops to be a little bit more cooked than a lot of people do. So we're just going to let all these cook for about 3 minutes.
I thought that hollandaise sauce would be much more intimidating. You really simplified it. I mean, that's really easy.
It is. That's my goal with this because I too, if I'm going to have a drag out breakfast with my family, I'm going to make sure it's good and easy for me as well since I'm the one that's fixing
Doing
it.
the cooking,
yes.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to taste it. Now we'll see. Okay. Oh my. Wow.
Lick the plate, delicious.
That is delicious. Really, I mean, it is. That is really good. Wow. I don't think that, you can make that. This is every Sunday, man. You can have this every day.
Anybody can do this, yes.
It is, and that's quite a bit. That's a big portion.
Yep.
And, just have someone helping you so you can time it all and do it perfectly. And I just love these poinsettias.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
I am so happy that you supported our veterans and, were able to introduce these wonderful recipes to my show. Just go online, all right? CaseyMaloneShow.com. Look for the Eggs Benedict. Look for the poinsettia recipe. It will be there, and your family, they're going to love it.
Yeah.
This
Happy
is
holidays.
awesome.
Yes.
Happy holidays
Yes.
to you.
Thank you.
The Casey Malone Show is in the house.
The perfect gift. Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, the best food in the valley. For every $50 you spend on gift cards, you get a free $10 bonus card. Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, Route 224 in Boardman, and their new location on Route 46 in Howland.
Hi everybody, I'm Danny, owner and operator of Cthulhu Prime Meats, a third-generation butcher shop that not only specializes in quality, but also in customer service and doing things in a new technological way. Chris here is our customer service manager. Chris, what do you think that we do differently than any other grocery store?
I think we personally not only offer great product, but we can offer a great customer service experience as well. We try and treat all our customers like they were family and friends, ask how their family's doing just so they can keep in touch, and give them that customer experience that they deserve.
And the nice part is we not only do that inside the store, but also on CthulhuPrimeMeats.com, where you can buy a lot of our products that we carry here, whether it be grass-fed beef, organic chicken, some of our specialty burgers and bacon. Those are wonderful, and we're going to provide that same customer experience online as we do in store.
Come see us in store or online. Make your next meal one to remember.
Cerny means trucks. For over 50 years, the Cerny family has been the area's leader for medium and heavy-duty international trucks. New or pre-owned, Cerny means trucks. Easy to find. Cerny Motors is conveniently located at Route 46 and 80. At Cerny Motors, no job is too big or too small. Cerny Motors service will keep you on the road. For service, parts, sales, lease, or rental, Cerny means trucks.
Hurry into a Spitzer location near you to enjoy the lowest prices of the year on some of our best-selling 2016 models. You can save thousands on your new vehicle with the Spitzer Model Year-End Sales Event. Spitzer, saving you more since 1904.
There's a new standard in assisted living.
One that combines comfort, luxury, convenience, and the highest quality expert care.
Your loved ones can experience it now in Canfield's premier senior living location.
The Inn at Ironwood offers fine dining and amenities such as a concierge, salon, housekeeping, and laundry services.
And a truly elegant setting in Canfield.
Call us for more information or visit us and take a tour.
The Inn at Ironwood, Canfield's premier senior living location.
This Christmas season, Midas is hosting the Army of Toys campaign for the Salvation Army. Bring in a new unwrapped toy and you will receive a free oil change voucher from Midas. Let's make sure the kids in our valley have a great holiday season. You have until December 19th to bring in your new unwrapped toy to Midas to receive your oil change voucher. Merry Christmas from Midas.
$5 Burger Mondays at Sadie's Place, inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. Chuck's Greenhouse grows thousands of poinsettias each year. Red, white, jingle bell, pink, a huge variety of colors and sizes. Chuck is the expert on this traditional Christmas plant. Well, as you can see, it is Christmas Central. We're out here on Route 45 in North Jackson at Chuck's Greenhouse, and this is Chuck, the owner, the horticulturalist.
Yeah.
And you have a half an acre here.
Yes.
Of poinsettias.
Just about.
Now, is it poinsettia or poinsettia?
Depends on how sophisticated you want to sound.
So poinsettia would be the sophisticated, and poinsettia is just
what we
the
call
street
it.
lingo.
Yeah.
And that's what you call
Yes.
it? So I'm going to go with you on that. When do you begin this process?
We start planting in July. Like the 10-inch pots, which would be this size here, we plant the first week of July, so they're actually planted before you even celebrate 4th of July.
What attracted you to the poinsettia?
I just think it's a very pretty plant, and I was bored at Christmas time because I was always shutting down at Halloween and nothing to do from then on, so we started growing poinsettias.
And you grow them from, you were telling me, not really from seed.
Yes, they're grown from a cutting. So that they'll take a top, like the branches, they'll take the top cut off of that and then root that, and then that's what we plant.
So where are the poinsettias? Where are they native? Where are they originally from?
Mexico. There was a U.S. ambassador to Mexico who was down there on official business, I guess, and he thought it was an interesting plant and brought them back, and that's where the tradition became.
And is this?
That is the red glitter.
Oh, they are beautiful.
These will still continue to color up. It's a later variety, so that's why there's not a whole lot of color showing yet.
You know, they act like, you know, for children and pets, that these are highly toxic.
There is no toxicity whatsoever in them. They've done tests.
That's an old wives' tale.
Yes. It started in 1919. There was a Army person stationed in Hawaii, and his 2-year-old child, they took him to the hospital and he died. And that's where the rumor started. They said that he'd eaten a poinsettia. And
so if I eat these right now, I'm gonna live and walk out of here.
They're supposed to be a little bitter. I haven't personally tried one, but I had a friend who did, and he said it's just a bitter. But they're very latex. Like the stems have a lot of latex. So I would imagine it'd be like eating glue.
So these are annuals. So if I were to
Here
put
they
these
are,
in my garden,
they will live. If you keep it alive till spring after danger frost, you can plant it out, and it'll just be a green shrub until it frosts in the fall. As soon as it frosts in the fall, they're done.
They're done. But if I live down south,
yes, in Florida they grow. My aunt has one in front of her house that's as tall as her house.
And they'll just perennially keep coming back. Is business good? Is it increasing? What do you see happening with the poinsettia market?
The retail market is very flat. The wholesale we do okay with. The church market is where, if it weren't for the churches, we wouldn't grow poinsettias.
Jen Lahotsky is Chuck's wife, and she too is an authority on the poinsettia. Now, what am I looking for when I'm buying a poinsettia to take home and enjoy through Christmas?
Well, what you really want to look for is you want to look for something that's colored up very nicely. You want something that's about at this stage right here, because this isn't quite colored up enough, okay? The poinsettia starts off green, and then in the fall, when the daylight hours start to shorten, they start turning red. The other thing you want to look for, and most people don't know this, is that the flower is not the red. That's not the flower. The flower is the little yellow part in the center. It's called Caseythirddec.
Will these bud and bloom?
Yes, more like this one over here. You can kind of see.
So this is about as open as they get, is this yellow?
They will get a little bit more open, and you will see more yellow as it progresses.
Okay, so there's no such thing as blue poinsettias?
No, not to
And when
date.
I see all these crazy colors, so how do you do that?
That is also a special product that we have. It is a dye that's made for the poinsettias, also not harmful. Next step is we add the glue and the glitter.
And this glue is also non-toxic, and it won't Leave it porous so it can breathe.
Right.
Okay.
It's not Elmer's.
All right. Once I get my poinsettia, get it home immediately. What's the best way to transport it?
Yes, absolutely. Get it home immediately. Do not spend any more time outside than you have to. We sleeve it in either plastic or we have paper sleeves. Plastic sleeves we use on the warmer days when it's not too chilly outside. It's a little less expensive for us. And you don't need the protection like you do on a really, really cold day. When it is cold outside, we do use the paper sleeves. It gives a little more insulation value to protect the plant.
So now you've met the growers, one of the few in our area, and you learned all those great tips. So now you got to come out to Chuck's and get your poinsettias for the holidays. What are your hours of operation?
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we are always closed on Sundays.
All right, always closed on Sundays.
Always.
Special orders are taken if you want special crazy colors.
Absolutely, give us a call.
And if you want, to buy for your church or office or whatever,
Oh,
just give them
absolutely.
a call.
We service over 50 churches, so.
Well, I cannot thank you enough for your hospitality.
Oh, thank you for coming out.
This was so much fun.
Great.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Come out to Chuck's. My show is always on. Watch previous segments at CaseyMaloneShow.com. Sponsored by the Ingram Law Office. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.